girl Shalae. I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss where the money reside, because I know you guys have received your tax refunds. We're also going to talk about the child tax credit, specifically new proposals for the child tax credit. We have states that are giving out more money and a whole lot more. So if you want to know where the money resides, honey, you've come to the right place. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in, just like that. So while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content to you. Guys, I absolutely enjoyed, and I want our internet family to go ahead and grow. Now, because you just got your money, you can go ahead and sign up for Amazon Prime. It's absolutely free for 30 days. You don't have to enter your credit card information. Get your items to you, all the stuff you're about to order, within 2 days or less. All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off because I really need to know, did you receive your money? Now, over the weekend, I received so many messages where everybody stated that their refunds showed that they were processed on February 22nd. Well, today is that day. And if you had direct deposit, you should have gotten your money, or you should have got it on like an H&R Block card or whatever you get your money. You should have received it. But for those that did not receive your money, it's okay, honey. They still have until February 27th, depending on how your bank and the company you use and how you filed your taxes. But let me know down in the comments below. And I know some people have stated that their refunds have started to update on the transcript, stating some of them have stated March 4th as well. Now, for those that did receive their refunds as well, was it lower than what you expected? Was it higher? Was it around the same? Because according to the IRS, this year it was, most tax refunds are 29% smaller than they were last year. And they said on average it's about $1,395. So it could be a little bit smaller. And you know, obviously we know that there's been like some glitches and quirks in the system. So if your refund is still waiting or still waiting to be processed, give it a few days, y'all. Okay, give it a few days. Now, we also have where some states have started processing supplemental checks as well. So like in Michigan, they're giving out an average from $618 per recipient to $1,000. Those checks went out on February 13th or Valentine's Day. And a lot of people say that they have received about $1,000 as well. So we'll talk about some more state stuff a little bit later. But let's go ahead and head down to Florida, right? Come on, Florida, where Senator Marco Rubio, he is actually proposing that the Republicans do good work by going ahead and pass the child tax credit. But he also has a new proposal where he's like, look, families are far worse than they were in 2017. And in 2017, I fought for the $2,000 child tax credit. But as of right now, it has lost its value. Like, we are at a 20% inflation increase. So he's introducing HR 7024, which would copy and codify and look back. So it would give like a look back option that will allow for families for government payments based on their gross income in the previous year filing. So if your income was lower, you will receive more. Second part of the bill he wants to do is put a larger child tax credit in place for families that exceed their tax liability. So he said, once the child tax credit comes before the Senate, or if my bill goes before the Senate, I would look at the look back option where you can get more money and it can, you know, help you out. But most importantly, he said, I would like to expand the value of the child tax credit to $2,500 as well. So let me know. I mean, I like it, okay? We're still waiting for the Senate to decide what they're going to do with the child tax credit. We do know that the IRS commissioner said that if indeed they do pass the child tax credit, you don't have to worry about waiting on your money, okay? The last thing they want to do is hold on to your money. So they said, look, if the Senate does pass it and it does get signed into law by President Joe Biden, then the amount of the partially refundable credit per child would increase by $200. And they said, look, we can get that out to you. Say less. Say less. So you don't even have to worry about if you're going to lose that additional $200 per child if the bill is passed in the middle of the tax season. The agency said they will assure that if this bill is passed, those taxpayers will not lose out on money. So you don't have to do anything at all. Girl, go out, spend your money, do what you need to do, get caught up on bills, enjoy yourself, take yourself out. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you gonna do with your money? Or are you just gonna, put away and save it? No answer is right or wrong, okay? You earned it, spend it. All right, next we're gonna head over to Nebraska, where a lawmaker is proposing a $1,000 child tax credit. So a new bill for Nebraska's legislator would give nearly 100,000 families extra money to help with raising young children. So this is the second year in a row that they are proposing that the state implement a child tax credit. Now, we all know that more and more states are adopting this child tax credit because it's helping working families. Like, it helps them with things that they need, such as like childcare, private school, tuition, transportation, and a partridge in a pear tree, okay? It helps all of them. So Conrad testified on Wednesday in front of the Revenue Committee in Nebraska, and they said the child tax credit would provide families with $1,000 per child with certain income limitations, as well as that money would be in addition to and separate from the federal child tax credit of $2,000 per child that most families qualify for. So I told you guys that a lot of states are implementing their own. I think the most lucrative one, though, is Minnesota. So when you go to file your taxes, you definitely want to look at it and see if you qualify for any benefits. Now, in Nebraska, it will be LB 234, where children are 6 years and older would be able to receive that money. It would cost the state about $130 million a year, but they said, look, when you help lift families out of poverty, you usually see a corresponding reduction in public benefits programs, which saves taxpayer dollars. And I agree wholeheartedly with this message. So definitely, if you're in Nebraska, we'll talk about Hawaii later, but if you're in some states, just make sure when you're going to file your taxes that, hey, do you qualify for anything else? Because that's what, you need to know, and that's where the tax preparer should know those credits that are available to you. So in Hawaii, taxpayers are urged to take advantage of their credits. They are reminding residents who are filing taxes this year to go ahead and take advantage of the credits that includes like a refundable earned income tax credit, as well as the low income household renters tax credit. They have a child independent care tax credit, as well as a daycare tax credit. And then we also talked about in Hawaii and Colorado, where they give out a food or grocery tax credit as well. Now, the deadline in Hawaii is April 26th, and you can obviously file for a 6-month extension. But I want to say in Hawaii and in certain parts of Colorado, you can get paid an additional $300. Even if you don't file taxes, you just have to submit another form for you to be able to receive your money, and it's pretty much for the taxes and things that you pay on your food. All states, most states don't even charge tax on food, so let me know if your state still does. I know here in Alabama we do, right? But let me know if this is an issue for you. Now, also, we know that when it comes to refunds and all the things, it comes to scams, right? And a lot of people have been getting scammed out of their refund. If the IRS, if you receive like any text messages, emails, anything that just seems suspicious about the IRS that is reminding you about your tax refund or an e-statement or anything, even though it may look legitimate, y'all, don't click on anything. Don't click any links at all. I know I was reading an article earlier today where somebody was scammed out of their $10,000 refund. And then there was another couple, I think out in Texas, where they had stolen almost $2 million from them. And they were getting different messages where you can fill out, I guess, a form to check your refund, but when you click on those links, it allows for scammers to steal like any of your identity, install malware on your device without you even knowing it all. So just keep in mind, the IRS is telling you not to contact them. They will not contact you by email, text message, social media. Don't give out any of your personal information. Don't click any links. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you this because I know y'all already know, but Yeah, the only site that you guys need to go to check like any status for your pending refund or anything else is the IRS website. You can go to irs.gov, as well as you can look at your transcripts there. Now, don't forget that last week kicked off the Saturday hours for the IRS as well this tax season. So specific taxpayer assistance centers will now be opened up nationwide on Saturday for the next 4 months. So if you have any questions, you can't get through to the IRS, you don't know what's going on, you can go to their website and you can put in your zip code, and they do have availability from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You don't have to make an appointment, but they're in dozens of states, especially like here in Alabama, as well as DC, Puerto Rico as well, but no appointments are required. So that way, you know, if you have any questions and you're kind of not sure what's going on, go ahead and definitely reach out to them on Saturday, as well as those that are still getting that your taxes are being processed, even though you filed weeks and months ago. It's okay. I promise you guys, the IRS said, look, they are working on it. It's just as of right now, the system may not have updated, and some people have received those messages and then they still get their taxes within that 21-day window. So if you are in there, don't be worried. Just give it a little patience and it's going to work out for you. And this is all that we have going on right now in the world of taxes. The Senate is supposed to schedule, they'll be back in session, I want to say next Monday, I think it's the 26th. So they'll return and hopefully we'll know something. So on the high end, or the, you know, if they go ahead and approve it, hopefully by March, you'll have your additional money. But, you know, hey, when it comes, it comes. I think it's going to get approved. Let me know down below, what do you think about the child tax credit, as well as let me know, are you still waiting on your taxes? What's going on? As always, please like, comment, subscribe, grab you some Amazon, and I will talk to you later, Gator.